Assalamualaikum and hi. Speaking on behalf of L3G7, I would like to discuss and share with you the background of study for our group project. We have decided to choose Bukit Bendera as the site of our case study. Bukit Bendera is a notable landmark in Penang, also known as Penang Hills. It has a lengthy history that dates back to British colonial days. It is situated in Air Hitam, 6 kilometers equivalent to 3.7 miles west of Georgetown downtown. The elevation of Bendera Hills is about 833 meters, equivalent to 2,733 feet above sea level. Penang Hill was officially known as Flagstaff Hills, which is still reflected in its Malay name, Bukit Bendera, which translates to Flags Hill. The name was a reference to the flagstaff outside Bel Retiro, which was the residence of the governor of Penang, built by Francis Light 1789. The development plan for Bukit Bendera in Penang, Malaysia, focused on transforming it into a premier hills resort while maintaining its natural beauty and ecological integrity. This entails a mix of tourism growth, environmental restoration, and infrastructure improvement. All with a focus on sustainability, a system will be upgraded for efficiency and safety, and other infrastructure, such as road and pathway, will also be improved. The plans seek to improve local socio-economic conditions, improve the visitor experience, and guarantee the area's distinctive traits are preserved over time. The type of tourism development at Bukit Bendera is a visitor attraction. Visitor attraction, often called a tourist attraction, is a place of interest that attracts visitors, typically for its natural or cultural value, historical significance, or beauty. Sustainable tourism and eco-friendly projects are one of Bukit Bendera's tourism development endeavor, prioritizing ecological method and the environment. Development for sustainable tourism in Bukit Bendera has occurred. The Penang Hills Special Area Plan, also known as PHSAP 2016, offers recommendation for sustainable development with the dual goals of fostering tourism and protecting the area's natural environment and cultural legacy. Existing land use includes tourist attractions like the Penang Hills, funicular, and the habitat, as well as historic buildings like the Convalescent Bungalow. In order to accommodate tourists looking for a variety of cultural and recreational activities, the neighborhood also has restaurants, cafes, and nature hikes. Bukit Bendera is well known for its conservation areas and native forests. There is a protected zone in the region with tropical rainforests, providing an important home for many plants and animals. Additionally, the forests provide the island with a significant water catchment area. Bukit Bendera offers a unique combination of accessible transportation, natural beauty, and historical site. The area is home to rare plant species, a wealth of wildlife, and ancient structures like the Convalescent Bungalow, which dates back to 1803. The Penang Hills Funicular Railway provides easy access to the summit, which also offers breathtaking views of the city and surrounding. Additionally, the area has hiking routes that let guests experience the outdoor and take in expansive vista. According to standard of natural beauty, Bukit Bendera is a type location for numerous Malaysian plant species, including indigenous and endangered types. Apart from that, it also referred to as a site with panoramic views. That is all
Hi,
from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is NURUL MOHD. Today I want to describe the bachelor model of life cycle. Firstly is exploration. In the early stage of Bukit Bendera, development during the British colonial era, the hills was a retreat for colonial administrator seeking cooler temperatures and scenic beauty. With limited access and a few facilities, only a small number of adventurous travelers and local visited the area. This stage was characterized by minimal human impact and undeveloped infrastructure, marking the beginning of its tourism life cycle. Second is involvement. As interest grew, local communities began to get involved in tourism-related activity. Small-scale services such as guest house, food stalls, and informal tours began to emerge. The Penang Hills Railway, which began operation in 1923, improved access and allow more people to experience the hills' nature charm. Local authorities started to recognize the area tourism potential, laying the groundwork for future development. Okay, third is development. In the development stage, Bukit Bendera saw significant investment in infrastructure and facilities. The railway was upgraded and additional amenities such as viewing decks, restaurants, souvenir shop, and walking trails were built to cater to rising number of domestic and international tourists. Promotional effort by the government and tourism board increased visitor numbers significantly. The area trans- transition from a quiet retreat to a popular tourist destination. Okay, fourth is consolidated consolidation. By this stage, Bukit Bendera had become a well-established attraction. Visitor numbers stabilized at the high level, and tourism become a vital part of the local economy. Business grew increasingly dependent on tourism revenue, and the area identity become closely tied to Israel as a major tourist site. However, the train on as a major tourist site, the environment and infrastructure also began to show with issues and overcrowding, traffic congestion, and waste management challenge surfacing. Okay, five is stagnation. In recent years, Bukit Bendera will be in entered the stagnation stage. While still popular, the novelty of the attraction began to fade, and the area faced crisis for becoming overly commercialized. Some tourists report a decline in the quality of experience due to overcrowding and limited innovation in offerings. Without significant update or attraction, Bukit Bendera risk losing its competitive edge. Okay, lastly is rejuvenation and decline. To avoid decline, rejuvenation efforts have been made. The government and private sector have invested in sustainable tourism practice, improved infrastructure, and diversified attractions. The introduction of ecotourism program, better waste management system, guide nature walks, and heritage preservation initiative aim to revitalize uh, revi- revitalize the destination. If these efforts are successful, Bukit Bendera can transition into a renewed path of growth. That's all from me. Thank you.
For my part, I will be sharing a quick overview of the planning process for Penang Hill. So first, the area was studied to see its tourism potential. They did an environmental impact assessment and also checked how many visitors the hill could handle without harming the environment. Then the planner set a clear goal to turn Penang Hill into a top eco and heritage tourism destination. This goal followed the National Tourism Policy 2020 until 2030. Next, they worked on strategic planning, which included improving the funicular railway, adding green walkways, building attraction like the habitat, and introducing an ticketing system to control the crowd. They didn't do it alone. alone, they also involved the local community, NGO, and government agency through dialogues and surveys, just to make sure everyone's voice were heard. After that, they started building and improving things like canopy walks, signboard, toilets, and resting spot, all in pace. And lastly, they continue to monitor and improve the site based on visitor feedback and environmental data to keep it sustainable and enjoyable for the long run.
Let's move to the next part, the stakeholders and government's roles. The first one is Penang Hill Corporation. Penang Hill Corporation (PHC) was set up in 2009 to manage and take care of Penang Hill. It was officially approved by the Penang State Legislative Assembly. The people working in this corporation come from different backgrounds and have different skills, which helps them manage the hill in many ways. The main aim of PHC is to turn Penang Hill into a world-class tourist destination, similar to popular tourist spots in other countries. One of the key attractions on the hill is Malaysia's first funicular train system, a special type of train that travels up and down steep hills. This train is an important part of getting visitors to the top of Penang Hill. To keep visitors safe, the train is inspected every day before it is used. This helps make sure everything runs smoothly and safely for all tourists. Number 2 is Penang Hill Biosphere Reserve. In 2021, Penang Hill Biosphere Reserve was officially recognized by UNESCO. This is a big achievement because it shows that the area is important for nature and the environment. The reserve covers 12,841 hectares, which is about 25% of the whole Penang Island. It is located in the northeastern part of the island. Penang Hill is home to a rich natural environment with many types of plants and animals. In fact, there are over 500 different species of flora, plants, and fauna animals found in the area, making it a special place for biodiversity. UNESCO has certain rules and standards for biosphere reserves. These places must follow a model called the Biosphere Zonation Model, which divides the area into 3 zones: core zone, fully protected natural area; buffer zone, area around the core that supports research and education; transition zone, area where people live and use resources sustainably. The Penang Hill Biosphere Reserve includes all types of ecosystem found on the hill. This means it protects both land ecosystem and water ecosystems. The terrestrial ecosystem includes forests, plants, animals, and wildlife habitats on the hill. The marine ecosystem includes rivers, streams, and other water sources that support aquatic life. By protecting both land and water environments, the reserve helps keep the whole natural system balanced and healthy. Penang Hill offers a tourist education program to help visitors learn more about nature and heritage. One of the main activities is the Nature and Heritage Walk, also known as Nature Walks at Penang Hill. During this walk, visitors can explore the natural surroundings and learn about the plants, animals, and historical sites on the hill. The goal is to raise awareness and encourage people to protect nature and heritage for future generations. Several important projects have been done to protect the hill's environment, especially focusing on slope stabilization and land rehabilitation. Over 20 slope stabilization projects have been completed. These projects help prevent landslides and protect the hillside. Between 2018 and 2021, they successfully helped manage around 100 landslides. These efforts are important to keep Penang Hill safe for visitors, local communities, and the natural environment.
Today, I would like to share about impact of Penang Hills, also known as Bukit Bendera. This place is very important to the local community and give many benefits in difficult areas such as tourism, environment, and culture. Firstly, Penang Hill give a strong boost to the economy. This is one of the most popular tourist attraction in Penang. Many tourists visit every day, which help local business like food stall cafe, hotel, and souvenir shop. The financial reward will take visitor up to the hill. Um, Also bring income through ticket sale. Because of the high number of tourists, many job opportunities are created for local people. Next, Penang Hill also support the development and education. The hill has cool climates, green forests, and many kind of plant and animals. One of famous place at Penang Hills is the Habitat, where tourists can learn about ecotourism and conservation. This is because school often bring students for education trips, so they can learn about nature directly. That it can help raise awareness about protection the environment for the future. And for the lastly, Penang Hill is important for culture and social life. This is because many historic buildings like colonial bungalow, temple, and chorus, their place show the rest of culture of Penang. Many tourists visit to learn about the local history. That also have peaceful place for family and friends to spend time together and enjoy the nature. And that this help people build strong relationship, appreciate local heritage. For that, Penang Hill is not just beautiful place, but it can help economy, support the education and also nature. But previous culture is play an important role in the development of Penang. That's all.
Next part that I will present is suggestion for improvements. The first one is infrastructure and accessibility. 1. Upgrade the train service to Penang Hill. Use larger trains or add more trains. This will help reduce overcrowding and shorten waiting times, especially during busy tourist seasons. Number 2 is introduce special buses to Penang Hill. Create eco-friendly shuttle buses to bring visitors to the hill entrance. This can help reduce traffic jams and air pollution in the area. It also makes travel more convenient and sustainable for tourists. Number 2 is visitor experience. Introduce a smart guide system using technology. Place QR codes around Penang Hill that tourists can scan with their phones. After scanning, an AI guide will provide information about the area and help guide them around the hill. The AI should be multilingual so tourists can choose their preferred language, for example English, Mandarin, and Malay. This smart system will make visits more interactive, informative, and enjoyable for people from different countries. Number 3 is digitalization and marketing. Mobile app is one of the technology that the Penang Hill authorities can do to make it easier for tourists. Features of the Penang Hill mobile app should have the train schedule, shows real-time uphill and downhill train times, so visitors can plan their trip better. Number 2 is online ticket purchase. Tourists can buy tickets through the app, helping them avoid long queues at the counter. Next is group booking made easy. The app allows one person to buy tickets for a group in a single transaction. Only one representative needs to show ID, making the process faster and more convenient. This app will improve the overall visitor experience by making travel planning easier, faster, and more efficient.
Bukit Bendera or Penang Hill is a good example of sustainable tourism in Malaysia. This study looked at its history, smart planning, and how it's balanced nature and tourism. With its mix of natural beauty, culture, and modern facility, it shows how careful planning and teamwork can support tourism while protecting the environment. Following the National Tourism Policy 2020 until 2030, the Butler model help understand its growth and future needs. To improve future, better transport and visitor facilities are suggested. Aligning with the Sustainable Development Goal,
Bukit Bendera can guide other places aiming for eco-friendly tourism that benefit both local and tourists.